When white people first came to Indiana, they found large tribes of Potawatomi, Delaware, Miami, and Ojibwe Native Americans.
Indian children had to learn Indian children had to learn to stop talking instantly and to stay absolutely quiet. The Hoo Owl song was sometimes sung to keep children quiet after dark.
Children were told to be very still if the great white owl would come get them. The words are in the Ojibwe language. Kuku means owl, Wabi Kuku means great white owl.
French-Canadian voyageurs were among the first white people to explore Indiana. They came from Montreal and Quebec, bringing knives, beads, and blankets. Knives, beads, blankets, and other goods to trade to the Indians for exchange for furs.
Longing for a new life, French settlers moved south from Canada into Indiana. You might have heard these popular tunes played by the recorders Au Clair de la Lune and Shake Them Simmons Down.
Voyagers sang as they paddled to keep time and keep their strokes together on the strong beat. Many of the songs came originally from France. Just imagine the hardy, strong, brave, and bold French traders singing Tumba to Tumba as they traveled in the wilderness territory, which would later be known as Indiana.
The Ordinance of 1785 set up a system for buying and selling land in Indiana. This attracted many pioneers to the region.
Thousands of pioneers traveled to Indiana by way of the Ohio River. Starting from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, families waited for high water, loaded all of their belongings and livestock onto flatboats, and pushed off to the Ohio Valley.
The River is Up and the Channel is Deep was sung by pioneers as they made their way to Ohio.
On December 16, 1816, On December 11, 1816, President James Madison signed a law that made Indiana the 19th state of our nation.
The new free state of Indiana. What? The new free state of Indiana did not allow slavery. However, slaves were not safe here because they could be caught and returned to their masters for a reward.
Hoosiers became a part of the Underground Railroad, meeting escaped slaves at the Ohio River, hiding them and helping them on their way to North to Canada. The song Follow the Drinking Gourd taught slaves clues to guide their way north to freedom. Our soloists are Emma Bullock and Vera Henry. Emerson. When the sun comes up and the first quail calls, follow the drinking gourd, for the old man is a-waiting for to carry you to freedom if you follow the drinking gourd.
Now the river bank will make a mighty fine road. Dead trees will show you the way, and the left foot, peg foot, carrying on. Just you follow the drinking gourd. Follow the drinking gourd. Follow the drinking gourd. For the old man is a-waiting for to carry you to freedom if you follow the drinking gourd.
The first railroad in Indiana began in 1840 in an effort to connect the Great Lakes with the Ohio River. After much hardship, especially trying to lay the track in the hills near Bloomington, the main line of the NA&S, later known as the Monon Railway, was complete.
Irish immigrants worked for $1 a day, provided a cheap labor force to build the first railways. Patty Works on the Railway and is an example of a railroad work song.
This year, on February 12th, we celebrated Abraham Lincoln's 214th birthday. We are proud that Honest Abe spent much of his childhood from the age of 8 to 21 years old here in Indiana.
It was here in Indiana that Abe got his formal schooling in bits and pieces, about 12 months total. Why, he even got his nickname Honest Abe, an Indiana schoolhouse.
Abraham Lincoln's mother read the Bible daily to her family and encouraged her children to read it as well. She sang hymns and spiritual songs. Wayfaring Stranger originated in the Appalachian Mountains and was passed on by oral tradition. Our soloists are Josie Colvard and Nora Bennett.
Wayfaring stranger, traveling through this world of war, but there's no sickness, toil, or danger in that bright land to which I go. I'm going back to see my mother. She's going there, no more to roam. I'm just a going over Jordan. I'm just a going over home. I know dark clouds will gather round me. I know my way is rough and steep, but beauteous fields lie just beyond me, where souls redeem their vigil keep. I'm going there to see my mother. She said she'd meet me when I come. I'm going over Jordan. I'm only going over home.
Abraham Lincoln grew to be a 6'4" man in Indiana, a man that stood for integrity and human freedom.
Music was an important part of Lincoln's life, and he loved to hear his mother sing. One of her favorite hymns was Amazing Grace. Our soloists are Connor Bruggeman, Eleanor Rothrock, Sarah Thompson, and Alex Cardy.
'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed.
The Lord has promised good to me. His word my hope secures. He will my shield and portion be as long as life endures.
Through many dangers, toils, and snares, I have already come. 'Tis grace has brought me safe thus far, and grace will lead me home.
When we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun, we've no less days to sing God's praise than when we'd first begun.
Alrighty. Hoagy Carmichael was one of America's most famous songwriters. Was born right here in Bloomington in 1899. He attended IU School of Law. Can't Get Indiana Off My Mind is a typical of Carmichael's popular songwriting style. Our soloists are Ariana Bush and Reagan Vogel.
We hope you have enjoyed our program as we sang and played through some of Indiana's most interesting history and music. We leave you with This Land Is Your Land.